The Shrinkhala Khatiwada I knew at Harvard. This is in Reddit of Nepal socials, so if you want to go through it, you can have a look. I'm only a messenger, so I'm just reading about the expose of the Nepal babies. In this video is dedicated to Miss Nepal World 2018, Shrinkhala Khatiwada, which just made a Polish video on her Instagram yesterday, which you could go watch. It is quite long, it is about 35 minutes, so if you have that extra time to waste, you could go and watch it. She has just was going in circles. She was talking about how her family has not been a part of any corruption and all these corruption movement and scandals and controversies regarding her family circle. It's completely fake, and she has also provided some reports and evidence to prove regarding that what she's saying is true and what all other Nepal people are saying are false. So you could go through it, but what I have to say is allegedly these Excel files are spreadsheets. It's easy to make. Anyone can make it. Even a child, a teenager, a high school student can easily go to a laptop and create this. So I feel that if she really wants to prove her evidence, allegedly she does need to go to credible sources like NGOs, international organization, and show the proof. The statement needs to come from the NGOs, not from herself, because that way we will believe her more than just spreadsheets, because spreadsheets, like I said, is easy to make. I'm only a messenger. I'm just reading the article, so you could go to reddit.com/Nepal Social to read the whole article. So the title is The Shrinkhala Khatiwada I Knew at Harvard Created a Burner Account just for this. So it is written by one of her best friends or very close friends that she studied in the same university, which is Harvard, one of the most prestigious international universities based in the US. So I'm going to read step by step. I was Shrinkhala Khatiwada's classmate from 2021 to 2023 at Harvard GST, and at some point we were friends and hung out in the same circles, and we even went on a short trip together during the school days. Okay, so एकदमै नै close साथी रहेछ. They were hanging out quite often. अब trip में गयो they have to be really good friends. We were part of the international group of friends who hail from Russia, India, Singapore, Mexico, UK, USA, Argentina. धेरै यस्तो डेभलप कन्ट्री नै हो होइन. हाम्रो नेपाल बाहेक अरू पुरै एकदमै अगाडि बढिसकेको देशहरू रहेछ डेभलप. हाम्रो छिमेकी राष्ट्र पनि हुनु रहेछ होइन. Some were rich, some were politically connected. यसमा चाहिँ श्रृङ्खला दिदीकै हो कि होइन, उनको फ्यामिली त कम्युनिस्ट पार्टीबाट आएको छ. Some are ordinary people, so हामी तपाईँ जस्तो पनि जानु मिल्ने रहेछ त है. Okay, that's really interesting. There were some controversial moments like the Russian defending Russia for invading Ukraine, the Singapore championing the penalty for the much to the horror of the Americans, a group of idealistic people who had the ambitions to change the world and the visions to make the world a better place to. This sounds straight from a Miss World or any other beauty pageant where they advocate for world peace. So this sounds exactly like something you hear in beauty pageant. The news about her being a Nepo baby and how she is complicated in the corruption swirling in Nepal is not surprising. Okay, so her own friend allegedly is not surprised with what's happening at the moment. The person I came to know was starkly different from the picture-perfect image of Shrinkhala's aim to curate the ambitious girl boss, the brilliant architect, the elegant Miss Nepal, a symbol of what young Nepalis aspire to achieve. आफ्नै साथले त्यस्तो भनेपछि त के साँच्ची नै हो हैन, allegedly भन्छ तर साँच्ची नै हो कि के हो. Yet, with the intense merit-based environment of Harvard, your name and followers means little compared to the quality of your ideas and your willingness to work. Her brand quickly fell apart with every academic submission. About the merit-based भन्दा पनि अब जस्तो छ, your talent is more important than your background. Shrinkhala broadcast to us that she took a scholarship from the Nepalese government to study. It meant to show that she was smart, and it was a meritocratic process. But looking back, was the process that meritocratic? त्यो भनेको चाहिँ if it's based on merit systems, if you have talent, if you are well educated, regardless of your family background, you're able to get a scholarship. त्यो भनेको छ. The question चाहिँ answer from this friend. The quality of her thoughts and willingness to collaborate was, in all honesty, oh, that is quite harsh. We once had to do a graded project, and initially people were so eager to work with her. Of course, that makes sense. She's a Mr. Posh, she's a beauty queen. The eagerness faded quickly as Shrinkhala's approach was not only of collaboration, but that of delegation. She treated her peers less like teammates and more like workers and servants, delegating them tasks and dictating a number of ideas. अब family नै कम्युनिस्ट पार्टी आएर भन्छ अब उसको natural DNA मै छ, blood मै छ भएर चाहिँ, well, that doesn't really surprise me. A number of ideas that she had no intention of executing. It got to the point that she had to do some work herself because no one wanted to listen to her, much less help her. With deadlines approaching, she kept pushing back and giving excuses on her work, saying that she had sponsorship events. advertisements to film, and could someone please help the गर्ने पर्यो नि होइन अब श्रृङ्खला दिदी हो कस्तो पावरफुल मान्छे छ अब हेल्प त गर्यो होला नि कसलाई राइट. Ultimately, the group made the executive decision to move forward without her input, and yet, jarringly, during the final presentations, she presented our collective work as if she had contributed significantly to its process. अब allegedly चाहिँ त्यसै सुनेको थियो अब मिस नेपाल मिस वोमा पनि त्यस्तै कुरा सुनेको थियो कि दिदीले चाहिँ होल हार्टेडली काम गर्ने भन्दा पनि टिमहरूलाई चाहिँ काम दिएर आसमा चाहिँ यो मेरो काम हो भनेर चाहिँ सुनेको थियो allegedly त्यस्तो हुन सक्छ कि अब हार्वर्ड यस्तो आइभी लिभ स्कुलमा गएर पनि यस्तो काम गरेको चाहिँ अलि भएन नि होइन कि तपाईँलाई कस्तो लाग्यो. It was funny how she seemed more concerned of the photo of her presenting and how she needed the best angle of photo. Another politician in our class also exhibited similar behavior to look good on camera in order to post on social media, which was ironic given how we were students trying to learn from the best at Harvard. I think the politician or celebrity को move. मैले सुनेको थियो if you're a celebrity or politician, you have traits of narcissism. So when you have narcissistic traits, त्यो भनेपछि चाहिँ you want to look the best. And it doesn't matter how much effort you put into the hard work. Collective work भनेको छ which is a group work. त्यसमा चाहिँ आफै अगाडि बढ्ने like she wants to move forward and take photos and take the credit for other people. त्यो चाहिँ अलिकति भएन नि तर I've heard it's a common issue, especially celebrities. Shrinkhala understood the power well, and she used that to her advantage to manipulate circumstances from her own benefit. In the friend group, she cozied up to the smartest girl who didn't mind feeding her ideas and sharing homework. She was besties with the prettiest girl pal who knew how to take the best photo angle shots and contribute to her perfectly curated Instagram feed. Everything you see on social media is fake, especially all the influencers who try to paint a picture perfect image that you see on social media. All of that is fake. It takes hours to just get one perfect image. So everything you see, especially by beauty queens, influencers, they will say, do not believe in it. It looks perfect, but real life it's nothing like that. She spoke fondly of her father and how generous he was to her, and she told us of how in Nepal, the family lived humbly and only had a few help. Looking at the places that got burned down and people did so many things, it's उसको घरमा के देखेको थियो नि त्यो त सानो घर जस्तो लागेन. हेटौडामा एउटा घर छ, काठमाडौँमा एउटा घर छ, यत्रो ठुलो म्यान्सन छ, त्यो कुरै धाटे जस्तो लाग्यो है. त्यो अलिकति सुगर कोटिङ जस्तो भयो. One time she even said early that I wash my own dishes, त्यस्तो कुरा पो मजा आयो. हामीहरूले त भाँडा माझ्ने कामै गर्दैनौँ, कपडा माझ्ने कामै गर्दैन, डेली हाउस सोज भनेको कुरा त कस्तो फरेनै हो होइन. हामी जसले त यस्तो डेली काम यस्तो गर्ने छैन, दिदीले यस्तो राम्रो काम गरेको त वाह नै भन्नु पर्यो. अब वाह कस्तो मजा, मिस नेपालले पनि भाँडा माझ्ने रहेछ. She insisted that her father was a clean politician, but the recent allegation of corruption with the hospital and the vaccine tell otherwise. कोभिडमा चाहिँ उनको फ्यामिली स्पेसली हर फादर हु इज अ कम्युनिस्ट पर आउनु भएकोले चाहिँ अलिकति स्क्यान्डलमा आएको चाहिँ मैले सुनेको थियो. किनभने पैसा चाहिँ निकालेर अलिजेडली अलिकति पैसा डुब्यो र कता गयो भनेर चाहिँ अलिकति क्वेसन आएको थियो. Her entitlement to use a classmate and her lifestyle now feels like a microcosm of the very privilege that she felt entitled to back in her home country. अब सेलिब्रिटी हो अलिकति इन्टाइटलमेन्ट चाहिँ आउँछ, स्पेसली नार्सिसिजम अघि भने जस्तो नार्सिसिजम ट्रेट चाहिँ एकदमै डिएनएमै हुन्छ. अब धेरै जस्तो पोलिटिसियनको फ्यामिलीबाट आएको अलिकति पावरफुल लिडर्सहरूको फ्यामिलीबाट आएको चाहिँ अब त्यस्तो हुन्छ कि किनभने अब बाबा आमा नै यस्तो पावरफुल छ नि, पावर देखाउने बित्तिकै अब दे वान्ट टु टेक स्पेस होइन. अनि अब सी इज नट जस्ट अ पोलिटिसियनको छोरी, सी इज अल्सो मिस नेपाल. ब्युटी क्विन भनेपछि अब कन्फिडेन्स त आउनु पर्यो, त्यो भएर पनि मलाई लाग्छ यो चाहिँ म विश्वास गर्छु. लास्टमा के लेखेछ भने the friend group rarely speaks now. Everyone is dispersed everywhere, but the legacy of Shrinkhala, a beauty queen with no substance, a Nepo baby with a deep sense of entitlement and a family wealth lingers on. At Harvard, Shrinkhala was just another student. The sheen of being a celebrity eventually wore off when faced with her very human, entitled side. I do not intend to gossip, but the recent developments in Nepal made me want to say something about the nepotism and the entitlement. This especially so when such system produce these Nepo babies who shamelessly flaunt the status, privilege, and the wealth unethically sourced perhaps question mark. At last, I check. Shrinkhala continues to retain her 2 lakhs or 200,000 K following on Instagram. It is troubling idea to think that despite what happened in the real world, the realm of the virtual, it seems as if the system of nepotism and unearthed privilege that Shrinkhala has come to represent in my mind bears little consequences. She has lost about 1 lakh followers. I know that after she did the video, उसको अलिकति रोएर अलिकति म त क्रोकोडाइल स्टेयर गरेर एम्पथी चाहियो भने नेपाली पब्लिक नेपाली जनता विश्वास नगर्नु होला भन्दैछु यो भिडियो हेरेर विश्वास नगर्नु होला धेरै युट्युबर्सहरू आइरहेको छ इन्फ्लुएन्सरले जहिले पनि किन राम्रो काम गर्दाखेरि उनीहरूले अपोलोजी भिडियो राखेर क्रोकोडाइल्स देखाएर फेक टियर्स कि पानी के पुप 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 आँखामा हालेर चाहिँ रोएको छ त्यो भन्दैमा त्यो ट्रुथ आएको होइन अलेजेडली भन्छु तर त्यो ट्रुथ आएको होइन त्यो भएर पनि बी भेरी केयरफुल हु यु सपोर्ट है जुनैसुकै इन्फ्लुएन्सरले सपोर्ट नगर्नु होला धेरै जस्तोको ब्याकग्राउन्ड पनि त्यति क्लिन छैन सो जस्ट मेक श्योर एथिकल भएको influencer support Venezuela. I hope that Nepalese people take note of the systems that they're under, where other young Nepalese who enjoy nepotism and earn a privilege live well, while the millions of young Nepalis have to struggle every day without the set of privilege. मजा आयो पढेर त एकदमै मजा आयो कति टाइम 20 मिनट जति भयो होला मलाई एकदमै मजा आयो पढेको थ्याङ्क यू भन्न चाहे अब म यो विश्वास लाग्छ कि लाग्दैन तपाईँ इट डिपेन्ड्स अन यु तपाईँलाई भर पर्छ तर आई एक्चुअली बिलिभ दिस अब अलेजेडली भन्छु किनभने होइन अब यस्तो हाई पावर मान्छेहरूको बारेमा बोल्दैछु तर मलाई चाहिँ विश्वास लाग्यो किनभने मलाई त्यस्तो लाग्छ कि अब समन हु टक्स अबाउट एन्टी करप्सन होइन मिस नेपालको स्टेजमा चाहिँ अहिले आफै फ्यामिलीमै अलेजेडली एक्युजेसन लगाएको छ कि आफ्नो फ्यामिलीले यस्तो धेरै वर्षमा यस्तो काम गरेर कुरा छ आफ्नो बुढाको पनि भयो होइन त्यसको कता कता बिहान बिहान काम ड्राइभ गरेर हिट एन्ड रनको पनि केस आएको छ त्यसको बारेमा नि अब के बोल्दै भने अलिकति मजा आउँथ्यो कि राम्रो खुलेर बोल्नुहोस् न होइन यस्तो कुराहरू अब मिस्टर पाल भनेको सी इज नट ओन्ली रिप्रेजेन्टिङ हरसेल्फ सी इज रिप्रेजेन्टिङ एन्टायर कन्ट्री सो त्यसमा पनि इट्स रियली इम्पोर्टेन्ट टु बी भेरी माइन्डफुल एन्ड knowledgeable about the things you talk about. So एन्डमा के भन्न चाहन्छु भने टु माई लभली भ्युवर्स फर्स्ट अफ अल थ्याङ्क यू सो मच फर वाचिङ द फुल भिडियो कति मिनटलाई मेरो 30 मिनट जति भयो होला थ्याङ्क यू सो मच फर वाचिङ द भिडियो लास्टमा के भन्न चाहन्छु भने इट्स रियली डिपेन्ड्स अन यु to find someone that is ethical, someone that has transparency. त्यो चाहिँ मैले देखेको छैन यो भिडियोजहरू यो प्रुफहरूबाट so it really depends on you if you want to support her you can support her support गर्न छैन भने तपाईको comment down below के भन्नु भएको छ you can say so we can have conversation त्यो भन्दै if you have any other suggestion if I should make other videos like this and please let me know. Thank you for watching. Subscribe गरिदिनु होला, share this video and I'll see you soon in my next video. So bye bye.